sister and brother. There is love in this family. Pick yourself up and get on your feet. Don't stop me now, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Pohokela styling, Nakaibalu styling, Hawaiian styling, Kihei styling, Mawamaula styling, Lahaina styling, Laiula styling, Napili styling. Don't stop me now, Maui styling. We will all reach the finish line. The six of us, no one left behind. We're all winners, no matter what. When there is love in your Maui heart, don't stop me now, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Makena styling, upcountry styling, Kaupo styling, Kahanapali styling, Hana styling, Waihehu styling, Bahia styling, Keanai styling, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Maui styling, Maui styling, don't stop me now. Maui styling.
Kind of nice how that ended up in Lahaina. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And the reason I picked it. How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin Podcast. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Mane.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
Those of you that are new to the podcast and would like to be part of the Hamajang Gang, just participate in the live chat.
That's all it takes. That's right. So let's say hi to a few of the gang. And by the way, today we're going to be continuing our coverage of the Maui fires. But today we're going to concentrate on what's positive. In other words, how they're rebuilding, the people that are helping, and all the different things. Yesterday, I don't know if you could tell, I was messed up, because of all the sorrow and, loss of life. And oh my goodness. But today we're going to kind of show a glimmer of hope. But let's talk to some of the... Hey, there's Debbie Dean. Debbie, yes, hang on because I have your Greater Good website all queued up. Steve Danielson, how are you, my friend? And look who's here.
E.T. Guerrero. Aloha, saying aloha to Devin, a moderator.
Yeah, and then Rick S. coming in. That's the Rick S. from the... not the
Ninth Island, but Midwest.
That's Rick Foot right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Hey, how's it, Michael Anthony Smith?
Michael Anthony Smith saying, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Nice and simple. There we go. Sam Bittner. Aloha, no. And, there's our friend.
Garrett Al Young, how's it? Saying hi to Andy Bumatai and James Mane.
Okay, you're up. What do you think?
Rita Kai Pokahelua Lewea. Oh, wait. Pokahalewea.
Kaipo Kahalelua.
If there was spaces, then I guess we got to break it down. Rita Kaipo
Yeah.
Kahaleua. That's it.
There
We
go.
got to add the spaces. Sorry, Rita.
That's okay. You know, sometimes it's good if you capitalize it
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
spaces.
yeah.
Aloha, Mad Statter from Seattle. If Debbie Dean needs a ride home, you can do that because you're very close.
At San Francisco, I'm assuming, Paddler, saying prayers to Maui.
Maui, and we have more than prayers. We have some people who are doing some wonderful things, including prayers. Lita Ferreira, aloha all. Oops, my calicanization is not working so good today here. Ooh.
Mass Saturday saying, I've heard word there is hope for the banyan tree.
Yes, I have that mentioned. You're right. It was the world's largest. It is the world's largest banyan tree.
I do pay attention to words, so the word is makes me feel pretty good.
And Namaste Zen says, spent emotionally.
True, yes.
Well, hopefully we're going to, breathe a little life into things here today.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
SD Dodger saying, aloha gangi, reminiscing of our Maui trip.
Yes, in fact, Medium 7 up right here, Miles from Boston, said, I sent you a video of me playing cello on Front Street, but it came in too late. Poppy Cheney, mahalo for gift subbing. Aware. I really appreciate that. Speaking of the man himself, Papi Cheney.
Saying aloha to Andy James, Kinako, and Gangi.
And Gangi. Is Kinako down there?
She is, but she's... Oh, here she comes. Here she comes.
There she goes. Let's see if Kinako Cam is working today. It is precarious at best. There she is. Right there.
Executive producer ready for her back rub.
In fact, Debbie Dean donated to Greater Good on Kinako's behalf.
Yeah, there you go, Kinako.
Okay, we're gonna mention a lot of this stuff over again. Okay, but let's say hi to George Bradley. Don't think we've seen George here before. How's it, George? Mahalo nui loa. Yeah, and look, we got a bunch of new faces here, huh?
Corey Kepso, how's it from Southern California?
Yeah, and here's Hawaiian Dane. Aloha no. Hey, Creole Lady is back.
Long time no see. How's it? Welcome back, Creole Lady.
Welcome back. There we go. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to show some of the websites where people have been donating money. And I figured out how to do it in such a way that you can hear us talk if I can find my mouse. Where the heck did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have this website here. Check this out, okay? This is the website that the Daily Pidgin Podcast started, and you'll notice we've already raised $3,220. Yeah, now we had to put some kind of goal there, so we put 3,000, and we've already surpassed that. So if you would like to donate to that, here, let me show you. There's a couple ways you can do it, okay? First of all, you can, in fact, scan this code right here, okay? This is the American Red Cross QR. So you take your phone, put it on photo, scan this, and a little address will come at the bottom. You click on it, boom, you can go straight there. Okay, that's one of the ways you can do it. Okay. By the way, we also have a QR code for the Maui Humane Society.
Yes.
Because the animals on Maui need as much help as everyone.
Plus, Kinako wouldn't forgive us if we didn't share that.
If we did not, you'd be scratching all night. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. And interestingly enough, we also have the Greater Good. Check this out here. Okay, I'm going to go to Greater. Oops, wait, where? Oh, yeah, here's Greater Good. Okay, check this out. This website is from Seattle side. Okay.
Oh.
Now here, let me read this. I don't want to blow it because they're a friend of Debbie Dean's, my good friend. And it says, Greater Good Charities, a global nonprofit, is mobilizing to help people and pets impacted by the wildfires on Maui, and is actively sending cash, grants, and rescue and medical care, pet food, and supplies to impacted communities, and working to provide solutions to aid in the island's long-term recovery. If you want to donate, you can go to greatergood.org. Okay.
Greatergood.org.
And I don't know if you can see it, but that's what's up on their website right there. And if you notice, what's cycling through these pictures is help on Maui. See, there's the wildlife. You see, there's the fires and all the kind of stuff that they do. So that's greater good. Another way you can donate to our Red Cross benefit is to go to andybumatai.com. Right on the top, you see there, it says donate and help. By the way, these are the shows that James and I will be doing in Renton coming up on the 19th. James, myself, and Augie Tolba will be there. And then we go to San Francisco, James and I, on the 24th at the Lion's Den in Chinatown. And then it's off to Sacramento and at the Embassy Suites there. So go to andybumatai.com. You can donate, or if you'd like, can buy tickets.
That's next week. So we will see you next weekend and the following.
I know Debbie said, okay, see you next week. I went, next week? Whoa, that came by fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to do a editorialized video. And Joe Moore did a wonderful thing on his coverage of Lahaina, right? He talked about the history of it to give people an idea. Check this out.
While concerns mount for the safety of Maui residents and property, many longtime residents are devastated by the destruction of Lahaina landmarks and the history behind them. Pamela Young takes a look at the part Lahaina has played in our past.
No, 808 is Hawaii, Creole lady.
I think she's saying she's in Texas, but she's from 808 maybe?
It's 808. Oh, maybe.
Hawaiian Lahaina means the cruel sun. And
Can you believe that?
The cruel sun?
That's what Lahaina means. The cruel sun. Well, La is the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like a day, right? Or sun.
throughout its history, residents have embraced its traditional sunny climate. But the heat that encompasses the Valley Island,
Look what it used to look like.
Yeah. Creole lady saying
Days.
that's the time in Texas at the moment.
808?
Yeah, current.
has threatened to destroy major landmarks that celebrate a rich history.
Beautiful.
For 20 generations of Maui royalty, the island was its own sovereignty. After unification by Kamehameha the Great, Lahaina was named the capital city of the Kingdom of Hawaii. Its small boat harbor was already bustling with whaling ships, more than 400 vessels a year. Front Street became the boomtown gathering place, with hotels, inns, and shops lining the wharf. In 1823, missionaries protested the rowdy behavior of visiting sailors. They built the two-story Waine'i Church and Cemetery, where many ali'i are interred. To enforce curfew and liquor laws, the royal governor of Maui built Lahaina Fort, 1 acre of stone near Banyan Court Park,
There it
site
is.
of the
That's
largest
the tree.
banyan tree in the world. Maui officials say the tree is charred, but might be salvageable. The Baldwin
Cool. It's charred, but might be salvageable.
House Museum was, for 129 years, the home of missionary Dwight Baldwin and his descendants. Authorities say today it has been lost to flames. Over the next century, the renown of Lahaina drew artists, writers, and visionaries. The Pioneer Inn was visited by Sun Yat-sen, Jack London, and Herman Melville, who is said to have written the classic Moby Dick there. The inn, listed on the National Registry of Historic Hotels, is now gone.
That's so sad every time it's now gone.
61 years ago, the Front Street vicinity was named
Look. Check this shot out. The waves are going backwards. That's how much in grief they are.
a National Historic Landmark, with many of its historic places standing as proof that this special place has evolved many times over centuries. And perhaps it is a hopeful reminder that Lahaina can move forward again as it faces its latest and most devastating challenge. Pamela Young, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Okay, I was thinking, yesterday when we were playing this stuff, it got a little maudlin, People are like, and stuff like that. So I queued up some up-tempo songs that we can play in between.
Cool,
okay,
cool.
It's sort of kind of a musical sorbet, palate cleanser. Okay, so let's play one of those now.
We both save some money, we could put it on a house. But if you got the itch, my dear, we can take 1,000 out and spend it carelessly. Oh, I don't really care as long as you're with me. So put your best dress on, we'll leave this town. Drive till we can't recognize the billboard signs or the faces we're around. I don't know just where we're going. I don't care as long as I'm with you. I don't know just where we're going. I don't care as long as I'm with you. We've got our share of problems, we can leave them all behind. To gain a new perspective, 1 mile marker at a time. I'm voting Tennessee, yeah. But I don't really care as long as you're with me. Put your best dress on, we'll leave this town. And drive till we can't recognize the billboard signs or the faces we're around. I don't know just where we're going, but I don't care as long as I'm with you. No, I don't know just where we're going, but I don't care as long as I'm with you. And love makes you do crazy things. And love, you are my favorite thing. So put your best dress on, we'll leave this town. And drive till we can't recognize the billboard signs or the faces we're around. I don't know just where we're going. I don't care as long as I'm with you. I don't know just where we're going. I don't care as long as I'm with you.
Okay, there you go. And now we're going to do an editorialized video of a different sort. Now, this whole Maui thing, of course, is getting international recognition, right? So what I did was I cut a bunch of different international news items together. So you at home get to play What Language Is This? So as you hear these, type what language you think it is, okay? I don't have too many of them, but I'm hoping it will be entertaining and informative at the same time.
Isa sa napinsala ang lugar ng Lahaina. Nasunog ang mga puno, pati mga gusali.
Majority of that area is owned by Filipinos. You know, that's where they live, the houses. It's called the Lahaina Luna Road, and that adjacent street is home of the many Filipinos.
Nakaligtas naman sa sunog sa Lahaina ang residenteng Pinoy na si Rick Nava. Perong kitang-kita niya ang pagkasunog ng kanyang bahay.
Watching the whole town burn to the ground. Could see the roof of our house burning. So the whole neighborhood, everybody in our neighborhood, every home that we know, it's all gone.
Und wir blicken direkt am Anfang dieser Sendung nach Hawaii, denn die extremen Waldbrände im US-Ferienparadies Hawaii haben auf der Insel Maui mindestens 36 Menschen das Leben gekostet. Ein Flammeninferno bedroht die normalerweise üppig grüne Inselgruppe. Teile sind schwarz verkohlt, ein Küstenstreifen steht komplett in Flammen. Die Zahl der Opfer könnte noch deutlich steigen. Viele erlitten.
I'm not sure, but I think the people who made this set watched too much Star Trek.
It's like the logo of Tesla or something.
Yeah, it's just again, I have the con.
Schwere Brandverletzungen, tausende Urlauber sitzen noch fest. US-Präsident Joe Biden rief mittlerweile den Notstand aus. Felix Frerichs berichtet.
Estaban cortadas. Las autoridades han indicado que son los últimos climas severos y extremos que ha causado que se registre unos incendios forestales tan voraces. Pero mucha gente se pregunta ¿qué aviva estos incendios? Las grandes diferencias de la presión atmosférica provocaron fuertes vientos alisios que avivaron las llamas. Este tipo de vientos son característicos habituales del clima en Hawái. Eso se está produciendo con el aire que se desplaza desde el sistema de alta presión al norte de Hawái.
Ở Pennsylvania, thưa quý vị, tin từ tiểu bang Hawaii cháy rừng như tận thế. Ít nhất 36 người đã bị thiệt mạng tính đến cuối ngày hôm qua thứ Tư. Sau một vụ cháy rừng khủng khiếp khiến tàn phá phần lớn thị trấn nghỉ mát Lahaina ở trên đảo Maui của Hawaii với 271 công trình bị hư hại hoặc là bị phá hủy.
대표적인 휴양지인 하와이 마우이 섬에서 대형 산불이 발생해 최소한 36명이 숨지고 관광 명소들이 잿더미로 변했습니다.
In the US state of Hawaii, the death toll from wildfires has now risen to 36. Large parts of the resort of Lahaina on the island of Maui have been burned to the ground. Firefighters are still trying to get the fires under control. Reports say some people jumped into the ocean to escape the flames. Take a look at these pictures. They are the aftermath of one of the worst affected areas. Officials said they're still struggling to assess the full extent of the damage, and they've warned the death toll may rise further. Richard Galpin reports.
Hey, if anybody's still out here, it's time to go! If anybody's still out here, it's time to go!
These are the desperate calls for people still in the historic city of Lahaina on the island of Maui as the flames on the marina get closer and closer.
Yeah, that last one was the BBC, and I think, and then the one that people thought were didn't really know that was Vietnamese, right? Of course, the German was pretty easy too, but then there was the Korean. That was a radio show that they have a camera into, so there was really no video.
Yeah. I got all correct, by the way.
Did you get them all correct?
All correct.
Oh, that's great.
The Vietnamese I recognized, but and then the Korean I just looked at the characters of their letters.
That's how I recognized it too. Okay, so there you go. And again, Maui, being covered all over the world, all over the world.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to know that in German, Joe Biden is Joe Biden.
Wow, you can say it in German?
Yes, I'm now bilingual.
Were you speaking German just then?
I don't think you'll understand, but I'm going to speak right now. Joe Biden.
Whoa!
Guess what I said?
What did you say? What in German?
I'll translate to English.
Okay, what?
Joe Biden.
Oh, wow! It's just that's amazing.
Hey, man, I'm a man of many hats.
Yeah. Just when you tell people you bilingual, just don't forget, add the lingual part, okay? Because it could be confusing. And Darlene S says, "Oh, bilingual." By the way, today we are broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, Kick, and Rumble. Ooh. And there's 9 of, because we're on a few of the Facebook pages and a few of the YouTube pages, but we have Rumble going up, so I can't really Is that someone saying something there on the Rumble? I don't know if the Rumble
Aloha,
comes...
it says aloha from Sacramento.
Oh, aloha from Sacramento.
That's GB.
Oh, that's GB.
Yeah.
Okay. Mahalo, Brown. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so, whoa, look at that. Did you see that fly?
YouTube is flying.
Yeah, I know. I wish I would have caught that on there. Hold on, let me see. And you can see the chat over here, right, jumping on I don't know what platform that is, but
YouTube.
There we go. Hey, who's this? Kamaka Brown. Where? Medium 7-Up. Is Kamaka here? I don't know. Let me go back to this. Okay. Anyway, don't want to get off track. We are basically trying to help the people on Maui. Okay. I want to go here, and then if I go to this, bink, that should show 320. Let's see if I'm going to refresh to see if anybody else donated. You can certainly donate there if you like. And what do we have? Still
3220.
3220. Well, I think people are getting thrown off that our goal was 3,000. So they go, hey, we passed our goal. Yeah, there we go. Is Duncan. Let's not get political. Aloha state of mind. Okay, let's try to. Oh, by the way, yeah, I did show that. Here's Greater Good once again, and of course, you can donate on andybumatai.com.
And these monies will go directly to the people that it's supposed to go to. It doesn't come to
us,
the Daily Pidgin at all.
No, it does not.
We're just a tunnel.
Straight through. Yeah. I know, because we don't like everybody going, so what about shipping and handling? I know you guys in Hawaii like that, Okay, so there we go. All right, let's play another little up-tempo video just to keep our spirits kind of going because, man, all this Maui stuff tends to drag it down a little bit. But there is a glimmer of hope.
I can't let you go, baby. I just want to tell you that. No. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care. 'Cause that man is trouble, you best beware. Deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too. I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby.
Yes, Darlene, it is.
I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No.
No, buddy, because we like to travel with carry-ons. No baggage.
'Cause I love you, baby. No. Can't let you go. 'Cause I love you, yeah. There was a time I didn't have romance, but after I met you, I felt it was my chance. But nobody tells me good things about you, baby. I'm gonna stay right here, and I don't mean maybe. Yeah. I can't let you go. I can't let you go. Yeah. I can't let you go. Yeah.
No, Aloha state of mind, not really. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to play a little editorialized video, again, in the spirit of Glimmer of Hope. Okay, check this out.
And the community is really coming together tonight to help the families displaced by the Lahaina fire.
The War Memorial Complex in Kahalui is open today and tomorrow and will act as a drop-off center for donations. The county is asking for people to donate non-perishable food, bottled water, hygiene items, and blankets. And that's where Cat TV4's Kristen Concilio is, and she now joins us live. Kristen.
Rick, it's been an emotional day here at the War Memorial Gym on Maui, where hundreds of people showed up really to help with the relief.
By the way, the sirens are on the video, not in front of my house.
They're coming together as one ohana to try to get anything and everything to Lahaina. Now, Maui's a small community where everyone knows everyone, and many people here have family and friends still unaccounted for or who have lost everything. So people are just showing up here to help with anything they can. They're dropping off donations, breaking up boxes, and putting together care packages to send.
And everyone is devastated, and still the people who aren't are right there. Wow.
Their love.
This is emotional for all of us, for all of Maui, for all of Hawaii, and we just moved and we couldn't sit still and just wanted to know that there's help needed and there's places that we could definitely help. So we didn't want to just sit there and do anything beyond just giving pule and aloha. So we came here to see if we can organize things, get anything out, donations, anything that we could do, just fill in wherever we can.
Chop, chop.
Now, lines of cars went all the way out to the highway with people dropping off donations. Medical volunteers are also here treating the injured and helping to get medicines for displaced residents. And you know, I have a lot of family in Lahaina, many of who have lost their homes and everything they own. And really, my heart goes out to all the people in Lahaina. And it's really so touching to see how many people are here today to donate their time, their goods, and their aloha. Reporting live from Maui, Kristen Concilio, KITV4 Island News.
Ooh, what's that noise?
Somebody dragging something outside. It was making that sound when I first came in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody dragging something?
Something metal. Yeah, it's your neighborhood, so I don't know.
Honey, if you need me, I'm going for a drag. What the heck?
Drag? I thought you meant cigarette drag. What you doing? Oh, I get the wheel, the hand truck, but no more wheels.
Michelle DeMeo, hey, how's it, gangy? I'm late. Don't worry about it. What we're doing today is we're continuing our coverage of Maui, but we're doing it in the spirit of glimpse of hope. Okay, there's a glimmer of hope in the air, and that is so moving. I wish I was there to help. Yes, a dragon? Maybe that's what it is. It's the neighborhood dragon.
I wouldn't sit here. I would have left already if it was a dragon.
Yeah, I know. Metal, too funny. Oh, I know. Okay, listen, hey, aloha Michelle DeMeo on YouTube. Not late, just on Hawaiian time. There we go.
Yeah, the good thing that you see now is the people coming together, showing their aloha spirit, and it's all not just. I was helping a social media group with handling information, and it's not just people in the state. There's people in the continent, in other states that are asking, how can we help?
How can we help?
So, you know, that information will come out, I guess, when people make facilities to
and
receive.
on that note, you know, CBS News was covering the Maui thing, and they talked to the head of Red Cross, who we are helping. So let's check that out.
Nice.
Well, we turn now to Hawaii, where the death toll is rising. Devastating wildfires are ravaging parts of the Big Island and the island of Maui.
At this hour, at least 36 people are confirmed dead. Thousands have been displaced. Hurricane-force winds are fueling the fast-moving fire. It nearly destroyed the entire town of Lahaina.
Jonathan McNamara joins us now. He's the national spokesperson for the American Red Cross. Jonathan, looking at these images, Errol and I were remarking that it seems incomprehensible that this is the beautiful, lush islands of Hawaii Thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. The reports are horrific. How are you helping people there?
Well, for starters, these images remind me of what I saw when I was on the ground in California, responding to the Red Cross efforts to help those communities devastated by wildfires. And I can say from the Red Cross perspective, it's that previous experience that is driving our relief efforts here on the ground in Hawaii, whether it's the surge materials like the ones that are behind me or Red Cross volunteers from across our network. We had 6 volunteers leave from Virginia, where I'm based today, and they will join with hundreds of colleagues from the Red Cross system to support what was already a base of Red Cross workers who are based in Hawaii that are really the lead for our response, and that's supporting those emergency shelters that have been open, as well as delivering relief supplies and disaster mental health, which is a really critical piece of this response effort, is helping to deal with the stress and anxiety.
Every time I see this shot from that helicopter, it's just war zone.
And fear that could come with what's such a devastating event.
What do we know about the number of people that are still missing?
Obviously, the people who can best answer that are the folks that are on the ground directly in these impacted areas. And that's what our Red Cross focus is, coordinating with those state and local officials so that we have a full understanding of what the impact is. We know that those numbers are going to likely rise as we move over the coming days. And that's our message to the people that are on the ground in Hawaii. I saw firsthand how.
Aloha state of mind. My parents lived in Paradise. In fact, just before my dad passed away, I lived there for 6 months, and my mom and we all moved out, I think 3 weeks before their fire that wiped them out. Very similar situation.
Wow. Impacted these types of wildfires can be, but how unpredictable they can also be. So it's important that if you are in these areas, you're listening to the warnings of those local officials. If they're telling you to evacuate, if they're telling you to get to those safe locations, please heed those warnings. We know that is the best way that you can stay safe. And from a mobilization perspective from the Red Cross, as we get those numbers in, as we hear from those officials how we can best provide that support, we will surge those materials into those areas, and we'll adapt our response to the ever-changing needs of these communities. And that's our commitment from an organization, because I can tell you, if you've ever experienced these in the past, you understand just what's at stake. And I can tell you that that's what's going to drive our response over the days, weeks, and months to come.
That's right. It's not just about what's happening now. Folks there are going to need help for a very long time. Jonathan McNamara, thank you for joining us.
There we go. We're going to need it for a very long time. Okay, I think we need an uplifting video. I know I do. So, again, we'll continue our Maui coverage. But first, a little musical sorbet.
We all walk with an outer glow, living on our insides, casting shadows. The world's spinning around again. We all know, but we all pretend. Earth spinning round again. Blood pumping round again. You said your name was Billy Joel, but you didn't know how to play the piano. Your feet saw from the beaten road, but you kept on traveling to the so-called unknown.
Mahalo, Andre Gomi, for the gift sub.
Who is your heart beating for in this life? Bending over backwards just to know tonight. Who is your heart beating for? Who is your heart beating for in this life? Bending over backwards just to know tonight. Who is your heart beating for? Who is your heart beating for? Who is your heart beating for? Who is your heart beating for?
Yeah, Michi Mama, many who perished probably didn't know what was happening and they got trapped. You know what, I hope this doesn't sound callous, but all those boats that got burned in the dock? Why didn't the people run down there and sail off in them?
Well, it depends on what you mean by run down there, because some might have got cut off, couldn't get to the harbor.
Couldn't get because of the road situation.
Well, not necessarily the road, but that fire was just being blown all over the place. So it wasn't like a fire there, this house, it was fire all around you. So it
was like
chaos.
those guys who had to jump in the ocean because the air was just so hot.
Yeah, and then the smoke, and then you can't really see, it's chaos.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Ooh, and Rita says, I'm watching you guys while helping out at the shelter in Kahului. Love this song. Who made my day? Yes. We're trying to do a little up-tempo once in a while just to keep things going. Okay, now we're going to talk to the governor who spoke to Biden.
Oh, cool.
Okay, yeah, this is getting real here. Okay, hold on.
As wildfires continue to burn on Maui, Governor Green is getting ready to fly to the Valley Isle this morning to assess the damage. He joins us now with more on the plan moving forward. Good morning, Governor. Thank you so much for
GB, you're right.
joining us. I know that you cut your trip to the mainland short. You just landed back on Hawaii midnight, so we haven't had a chance to talk to you. What are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, Papi Cheney, again, I mentioned, my parents lived there. I lived there for almost 6 months. While my dad was in hospice.
Well, our initial thoughts are our hearts are broken for those families who have lost loved ones and lost their homes, pets, or anything to do with their lives. Yes, we landed at 11:50 last night, and by 12:20 in the morning, I signed what is the request for major disaster relief from the president. So the president and I will speak in the hour, and they've assured me that they will turn this around with light speed to get resources here to all of our loving families on Maui and across the state.
We have just approved a major disaster declaration for Hawaii, which will get aid into the hands of the people desperately needing help now. They've lost, anyone who's lost a loved one whose home has been damaged or destroyed is going to get help immediately. And I've directed that we surge support to these brave firefighters and first responders and emergency personnel working around the clock there, risking their lives. I just got off the phone before I got here for a long conversation with Governor Josh Green this morning. Let him know I'm going to make sure the state has everything it needs from the federal government to recover.
I've been in touch with the members of the White House that I'm familiar with over the last 2 days, actually, since the fire broke out, when we knew there would be some need. That's the benefit of having some of these relationships. What it will do, it will open up incredible resources for recovery, for rebuilding homes and property and infrastructure. It will make possible low to no interest loans, I believe, for small businesses. A lot of businesses were destroyed. Now it's going to be well over 300, I'm sure, structures that were either completely destroyed or partially damaged. Many of them were small businesses. They will need our help. We'll need to rebuild the entirety of Lahaina, I believe, although I'll see it in person with Senator Schatz and the mayor this morning.
Which was this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So they were there and they're checking it out, and oh my goodness.
And it's other people up in the continent don't realize how dry Maui is. Last year we played against Lahaina Luna, which is up in the mountains at Lahaina, and there was a fire up in the mountains, all in the top, and the game almost got called off because of smoke.
Whoa!
But it happens a lot there. Just this one happened to hit the homes. the homes and the businesses.
Well, once you get that, that domino effect of one, and then it heats up the next one, and they it's like, a wildfire, duh.
Like a book of matches. You light one and it just...
Exactly, yeah. In fact, didn't you say you saw some fires here on Oahu today?
Yeah, earlier today there was 2 fires in Kapolei. Luckily, it wasn't near any homes. The fire department put them out.
Wow. Yeah, Papi Cheney, he sent me a video of somebody who was just assessing how many fires of this type there have been recently, right? I mean, Paradise was one, and Maui, of course, probably is going to get the most press because it's Maui, right?
Right.
I know. Here, look at this here. And Debbie Dean puts this. Debbie, your links will not be hot, so if somebody wants to just grab it, copy and paste it can. But this is the Facebook groups, Maui Fire Pets. There we go. If like I said before, Debbie we'll see her in Renton.
Oh, cool.
She's a good friend of mine. But she deals with pets.
Nice. Yeah, people are also saying that California is sending help. In fact, our friend who was a guest in the podcast, Graham Elwood, has arrived today. He texted me as I was on my way over here.
Yeah.
He arrived because he's a volunteer with the Red Cross.
Yeah.
So he's reporting at Diamond Head and finding out what his orders are.
Wow. See, how cool is that, But, people from all over, again, let's go through the websites here. One, let's see, I think I'm here, that does that. And again, we're at, let me refresh it. Maybe a few people did a donation.
32.45.
Yeah, 32.45. So we had a couple more donations. This is, of course, up while we are not here.
Yeah.
So that goes there. And then we have our, I think this is it here. This is, what's it called?
Greatergood.org.
Greatergood.org. And you can see, obviously, right here is where you can donate, and they are raising money specifically to help the animals on Maui. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And again, if you'd like to go to andybumatai.com, we have a big red button right on the top so that you can donate, and you can look at the posters of our upcoming shows. So really appreciate any benefit. Oh, let me do the QR codes for the people.
They're like cool gadgets.
Well, I got an email today, Andy. That link, your QR code doesn't work. I clicked on it 3 times.
You don't click on it.
Well, you scan it with your phone, put it on the photo app, and when it scans it, then a little address comes up on the bottom. You click that, boom. You just go there. And here's the one for Maui Humane Society. Right. Now, the question would be, well, what if I'm on my phone? Well, then what you do is you screen grab it and do something else.
Or you can also, just like Andy Bumatai said, go to andybumatai.com, hit that big red button.
Right. Hit the big red button, donate and help.
Yeah, so many places you can go, and they all lead to helping out American Red Cross.
That's right. Okay. So now, let's see. I was going to, I queued up a bunch of uplifting ones, right? But then I came across, I was listening to Kenny Roberts.
Oh, Roberts.
Roberts' song, and the words reminded me as if he was singing to Maui. Now, it's kind of a sad song, but if you imagine him talking about Maui, who isn't here anymore. I know, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, or showing my age. I'm getting very sentimental as every year passes. So let's listen to Kenny's song. I think it's beautiful.
Though I tried to deny my feelings for you, I know our friendship will be true. We have yet to spend some time together. I'm so glad I met you. Maybe I need some time to myself. Maybe I need a friend or two. Someone who will listen to me, just like that someone I found in you. Those things I try to find was so very hard to find in you. But the answers lie in someone else. Forgive me if it doesn't lie in you. Although I tried to deny my feelings, I know love won't be true to me or you. We had our precious moments together until you found somebody new. I don't know what to expect from all of this, what I hope to gain, yeah. Hear me now, and you know that time can only ease the pain. These things I try to find, so very hard to find in you. The answers lie in someone else. Forgive me if it doesn't lie in you. And so you found somebody new. So you found somebody new. So you found somebody new.
Kenny Roberts, beautiful song, I know. And it reminded me of Maui, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess everything reminds me of Maui today. But this next editorialized video, again, a glimmer of hope. Here's people doing what they can to help.
A lot of tourists visit Maui and Lahaina, and right now there's a big effort underway by the state to bring tourists from Maui to Oahu. The Hawaii Convention Center has been set up as a shelter.
And the shelter is not just for tourists, it's also for people who live on Maui who needed to evacuate. KITV4's Ariel Arjo continues our team coverage this afternoon.
Many visitors or locals of Maui are coming here to the Hawaii Convention Center. The Hawaii Tourism Authority and the Red Cross have opened an assistance center for those who may need it and those who were affected by the wildfires. Here, they'll be able to receive assistance in booking accommodations or in rebooking flights to go back home. The Hawaii Tourism Authority has its assistance center open all day and throughout the night.
It's not only for the visitors. Local people have lost everything. they've lost their house, they've lost their animals, and it's devastating. So we're also reaching out to local people that the shelters on Maui may be full, so you may not have an option, but you do have an option here on Oahu at the convention center. So we wanted to make sure that you knew that.
At the convention center, there's water, food, and volunteers to help out. They are prepared to help out about 4,000 people if needed. However, they are encouraging tourists to return home if they can.
By the way, both Hawaiian and Southwest Airlines are offering $19 fares if you're on Maui and I'm trying to get to Oahu. And I love this part, for $1 more, you can bring your pet.
Hey.
How's that?
That's
asking visitors who are currently on Maui to leave Maui. We're asking those with travel plans to Maui in the near future to reconsider those plans at this time.
Johnson says he's waiting for people to come in, and when they do need help, the Hawaii Tourism Authority and the Red Cross will be ready to lend a hand.
And speaking of stepping in to help, many organizations have done just that to help provide ways to donate. Farm to Barn Cafe on the North Shore is one of those, and they're looking to partner up with restaurants on Maui to help.
I love this. Listen carefully to this, gang. This gal is really doing a cool thing.
Donations at the restaurant are live. Owner Michelle Ching says they made it fast and easy to donate in person at the restaurant and for online orders. Customers can make separate donations or just round up on their bills. She believes everyone needs to step in and help if they can. Ching says donations will be available on the restaurant's Instagram as well soon.
The devastation in Maui has just really moved me to use our platform at the cafe to help spread the word and, raise funds and advertise, to anyone who's not aware or people who are aware but are just looking for, a place to donate or a place to, an avenue to help.
And Ching is asking Maui restaurants right now to reach out to Farm to Cafe to partner up for donations.
There you go. And One Date Wonder, mahalo for your donation. Thank you so much. We have a Salt Lake video, don't we? She aloha, Jane, married into a Salt Lake Honolulu family with Maui roots. So there we go. I know. Everyone was saying let's play Believe, and maybe that is apropos because you gotta believe, right?
We're getting close to the top of the hour.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can squeak this in. What do you say?
Yep.
Okay. I'll do this, and then I'll put Believe right here. And Shakalaka, if you're listening, this is one of her favorite songs. Here we go.
Smiles on their happy faces when they tell me to turn down in these places, but I know what they want. Play the kind of music, then they tell me turn it up. I believe in love, yes I believe it. I believe in love, I believe in you, yes I believe in love. Someone who could make you do all sorts of funny things. She goes out to buy brand new cars and diamond rings, but I know what she wants. Play her kind of music, then she tells me turn it up. I believe in love, yes I believe it. I believe in love.
I know. We're just talking about how someone was saying they saw the TV show and came here. And I think that's the only person that ever mentioned that. Yeah. Texas, Kioki, aloha no. How you? I was on YouTube earlier. Good to be back. Hoping the best for Maui. Strong community. Yes, we have. We've done our part. In fact, mahalo nui loa to everybody who donated on our Daily Pidgin Podcast. Red Cross donation page. It's a lot to say. And we are now up to 3,400 and what does that say?
45.
45. So, you know, picking up. And by the way, when we wrap up this show, that is still available. Yeah. Okay, so mahalo nui loa. Let's do the QR codes one more time for the geeks out there who do this sort of thing. This will take your cell phone and boom, if you happen to be watching it on, you know what, can you look at that and see if it works for you? Because someone said it didn't work for them. Can you do that? Does it work?
Yep.
It works. Yeah, that's what I thought. It comes up
like that.
Yeah. And also, oops, what happened here? Oh no, wrong one.
Yeah, okay. You don't take a picture. You just put it.
Yeah, you don't
put it on your camera and you just.
Yeah, you just roll it over. You don't take the picture. Yeah. I guess I should have mentioned that, right? But anyway, and here's the same one for the Maui Humane Society. Yeah, there you go.
You said it like that for dramatic effect.
No, I was choking on spit.
Well, what you should do is drink some of this water.
Drink some.
I didn't mention it yesterday because I figured it wasn't really,
apropos.
Yeah. So
well,
just drink water. We'll just say drink water.
Yeah, drink water. But and if it's Hawaiian volcanic water, then the more the merrier. Yeah. I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been working on this stuff. You see all the little videos and stuff. I start early, but happy to help. It's what we can do. We have a platform, and
Yeah. And then that's why I'm wearing my All Go for Power shirt that has the word Maui on it.
There it is.
It's the only shirt that I have that has the word Maui on it.
I appreciate that. All right, gang, thank you so much. That brings us to the top of the hour. We want to thank all the Mod Squad, our moderationistas, which is Nani Aloha, C. Honda, Aware, and Devin in her crinkly paper hat. Mahalo nui for keeping the bowling ball on the alley and out of the governor. This close.
But that's funnier.
Funny. Out of the governor.
You don't want the bowling ball in the governor.
That's right. Andre Gobi, mahalo for the 200 bits on the Twitch side. Yeah. Thank you for the biddies. I know. You spend all day watching videos. Same here. Well, I don't just watch them. I grab them and edit them, and I have to equalize the sound. And, a lot of times there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do so the sound doesn't jump up in the color. And I will not bore you with the details.
I will say it because you deserve your flowers. All the videos that you see us editorialize, he edits. So he does a lot of pre-production and post-production.
Yeah, well, so. Thank you so much. Yes. It's called my job.
Yeah.
And thank you to all the people, who will be showing up at the Renton show or, San Francisco or Sacramento. Go to andybumatai.com for your ticks. Okay, gang, thank you so much. And people on Rumble, all 6 of you, mahalo for watching. That's a new platform. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, all together.